Marakwet County, and of course, that is another champion from the widely known home of champions. Now, tension in the Strait of Hormuz appears to have reached fever pitch after Tehran declared it was impossible to reopen the world's largest energy artery. Now, despite a last-minute extension of the US-Iran ceasefire by President Donald Trump, Iranian forces have seized 2 foreign container ships and fired upon a third, citing continuous breaches of the truce by Washington and its allies. Marian Barasa reports.
For 8 weeks, Iran has asserted total control over the passage on the Strait of Hormuz, demanding safe passage fees for clearance of all vessels. But on April 13th, the stakes changed when the United States launched a full naval blockade of Iranian ports, resulting in a dual-layered trap where the US controls who enters from the Arabian Sea and Iran controls who leaves into the Gulf of Oman. Iran Navy, known as IRGC, intercepted 3 ships along the Iranian shoreline with no direct link to US and Israel and captured them. One of the intercepted ships was MSC Francesca, a Panama-flagged vessel. The second one, a Greek-owned Epaminondas, that was fired upon its inception into the shoreline. And finally, the Euphoria, a ship that narrowly escaped after coming under fire. Currently, the war between Iran and the US has evolved into a dual blockade crisis, with Iran maintaining its position through its parliament speaker, Mohammed Bagher Ghalibaf, that the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed to its enemies until the US lifts its naval blockade of Iranian ports. As of now, the US vessels face a transit restriction into the Strait of Hormuz, but vessels coming from Malaysia, China, Egypt, South Korea, India and finally Pakistan are allowed to pass through the strait through most of March and early April. Back in March, Tehran introduced a tollbooth system which requires countries seeking passage along the strait to pay a certain amount. President Trump has extended the ceasefire indefinitely to allow for a unified proposal team from Tehran. Iranian negotiators have refused to attend further sessions as long as US naval forces restrict Gulf traffic. Marian Barasa, KTN.
Pretty much Marian Barasa. Now, before we take our second breather here,